Imagine this. You're at home, safe and sound, when you get a notification on your phone. It's from your doorbell camera. You pull up the feed, and what you see sends chills down your spine. In today's video, we're diving into the 4 most disturbing things ever caught on doorbell cameras. From creepy strangers lurking at your doorstep to terrifying encounters that'll make you think twice about answering the door, these real-life moments will have you questioning everything you thought you knew about safety at home. But before we dive in, some of the details in these clips are disturbing and may not be suitable for all audiences, so viewer discretion is strongly advised. As always, remember to hit the like button, share the video, subscribe, and turn on post notifications to stay up to date with the channel. So, lock your doors, grab some popcorn, and get ready. These spine-tingling encounters are so unsettling, you'll never look at your doorbell the same way again. Let's jump right in. On a quiet day in April 2021 in North Carolina, Shea Bryant and her husband are relaxing at home as their 13-year-old son grabs the leash and heads outside to take the dog for a walk. Everything seemed normal, but the moment he steps out the front door, things take a turn. The family's Ring camera kicks in and we see this silver BMW creeping up in front of their house. It just stops there, which is not a good sign. Out steps this guy with no hesitation, and he walks right up to the teenager. The vibe is immediately off and you can feel the tension build. What's going on here? The guy, without so much as a "Hi, I'm so-and-so," hits the kid with a random question. "You live around here?" Now keep in mind that this boy has been well trained by his parents in all things stranger danger, but at that moment, he's frozen, probably because his instincts are screaming that something isn't right. And here's the eerie part. This man wasted no time. He gets out of that car and straight to the kid like he was waiting for this exact moment. Either he was just lurking around the neighborhood, waiting for anyone to come out, or even worse, he knew the family's routine, and the boy was his target all along. Creepy, right? But here's where things shift. Just as things could have taken a much darker turn, the boy's father steps in, luckily. He storms outside and straight up asks the guy, "What do you think you're doing talking to my son?" And now the man's thrown off. He stutters something bizarre about airplane noise. Yeah, airplane noise. That's his excuse for approaching a random kid? The father, though, isn't buying it for a second. He knows this doesn't add up. I mean, who drives into a random neighborhood just to ask about airplanes? Seriously? After that uncomfortable exchange, the guy makes a quick exit, hopping back into his BMW and driving off into the distance, never to be seen again. Shea, the boy's mom, admitted afterward that the whole thing left her rattled. And can you blame her? They never found out what the man's real intentions were, but it's clear they dodged a bullet that day.
What you got to ask my son?
I was wondering about the airplane noise.
Talking to my son and he ain't got no adult out here. That's kind of creepy.
In August 2019, security cameras inside a home suddenly captured a strange man creeping up the stairs. He's moving cautiously like he doesn't belong there. And guess what? He doesn't. This guy had broken in. Now what happens next isn't on camera, but it's the stuff of nightmares. Just seconds after sneaking up the stairs, the intruder enters the homeowner's bedroom. And here's where it gets downright terrifying. The woman, completely unaware, is sleeping peacefully until she wakes up to find him standing over her bed. She screams, "Who wouldn't?" And the guy bolts out of the house. Even with the security footage, though, the police are left scratching their heads. No clues, no leads. Just a shadowy figure who managed to slip away. But this story? Far from over. Fast forward 2 months to October. Same guy, new location. This time, he's at a home in Rochester Hills. And yes, the cameras catch him again. Only now he's lurking outside, climbing onto the homeowner's hot tub and peering into the windows. Super creepy, right? But once again, he vanishes before the cops can catch him. And just when you think he's done, he reappears in January 2020, back at it in Bloomfield Township. This time, he's peeking through a kitchen window, hiding behind trees like some sort of horror movie villain. The homeowner's security system goes off, but the intruder manages to dodge the authorities once again. It's like this guy's a ghost, always slipping through their fingers. Then, in February 2020, the tide finally turned. A cop spots a man running from a yard in the same neighborhood where he was last seen. They finally catch him. Turns out this elusive figure is Donovan Johnson, a 27-year-old bankruptcy attorney of all things. He gets slapped with a citation, a restraining order, and a GPS tether to track his movements until his court date. So who was Donovan Johnson really? A man leading a double life, perhaps? After his arrest and a brief stint in jail, things quiet down. There weren't many updates on the case, but if the wheels of justice turned the way we think, he could still be serving time today. In April 2023 in Connecticut, around 9:30 a.m., a man strolls up to the front door of a house, rocking an orange vest and carrying a package. Looks pretty innocent, right? Just your typical delivery guy, or so it seems. But things take a sharp turn as soon as the homeowner opens the door. To keep up appearances, the man starts pretending to read the address on the package, trying to make it look like a legitimate delivery. He's trying to act casual, but little did the homeowner know this guy wasn't there to drop off a package. Nope, not even close. When the homeowner hesitates, unsure about this delivery, things escalate fast. The man suddenly pulls out a weapon and tries to push his way inside. But the homeowner? He's not backing down. In a burst of adrenaline, he manages to shove the guy away and dash back into the safety of his home. The intruder takes off running, but it doesn't take long for the police to track him down. Turns out, this was 37-year-old Xavier Otero. Cops found him hiding out at a family member's house nearby in Hartford. Once in custody, Otero was hit with a laundry list of charges: home invasion, threatening, illegal possession of a firearm, and attempted unlawful restraint. And that's just scratching the surface. During the investigation, police uncovered a chilling plot. Otero and his crew were allegedly planning a full-blown home invasion, with zip ties ready to restrain the occupants and rob them at gunpoint. It doesn't stop there. There was also talk of hitting a second house in Manchester, Connecticut. When police searched the home where they found Otero, things got even sketchier. In one room, they discovered over 1 kilogram of drugs and tools used for running a drug operation. Oh, and let's not forget the heavy-duty zip ties they found in a bag, clearly part of the invasion plan. But Otero wasn't working alone. Police also arrested the driver of the truck involved, charging him with conspiracy to commit home invasion and unlawful restraint. And just when you think it's over, a third suspect, the alleged mastermind behind the entire operation, was caught and sentenced to prison shortly after. As of now, all 3 suspects remain behind bars, their dangerous plot thankfully stopped in its tracks.
I don't know if this is for you.
On October 16, 2018, in Alberta, Canada, around 1:35 p.m., a homeowner gets a motion alert from his Ring camera while he's at work. Now, it's not every day he gets visitors in the middle of the afternoon, so naturally he's curious. He pulls up the live view feature, and that's when things start getting really strange. At first, everything looks pretty normal. The guy on his doorstep is dressed like any other utility or telecom worker you'd expect to see in the neighborhood. No big deal, right? But things take a weird turn fast. This guy doesn't just knock, he starts banging on the door. And then, he's peeking through the windows, like he's trying to figure out if someone's inside. That's when the homeowner's gut instinct kicks in. Something's definitely off. It gets even more unsettling when this guy, in a pretty calculated move, pulls on some gloves and starts prying at the door. Yeah, he's not trying to leave any fingerprints. Then, out of nowhere, he signals to another guy, his accomplice, who comes strolling over. And let's just say things go from suspicious to downright disturbing. The man in the Yankees cap hangs back, keeping watch, while the guy in the vest gets to work with a large screwdriver, violently prying at the door. He's trying to break in, and he's not being subtle about it. Just as he manages to get the door partially open, the homeowner, who's been watching all of this go down in real time, activates the two-way talk feature. He lets the intruders know they've been caught, and just like that, they take off. After the video made its rounds online, the homeowner spoke to the local police about the whole ordeal. The footage was later posted to Facebook, and soon, neighbors started chiming in, saying they recognized the two men. But here's the kicker. Despite all the talk, it was never confirmed whether the suspects were actually caught. Now, judging by the video, it's pretty likely these guys were gearing up for an armed robbery. But with no further information, we'll never know for sure. Maybe they had something even worse planned. As of now, though, no updates have surfaced, leaving the whole thing as a pretty unsettling mystery.
Get away from the door.
Thank you so much for watching. If you enjoyed this video and want to see more, then check out these videos on the screen now. If you have a topic suggestion, please send it to the email in the description. And as always, remember to like, comment, share the video, and subscribe to our channel. And remember, the only thing scarier than this story is missing out on our next video.